Tales and Treaties by Lloyd Detman. Prologue. Fire and brimstone made way for Forest Green as Kai left the small town of Vitoris. Having just finished a job, he was ready to head home. Aldalia, a wonderful, beautiful nation of many cultures in different varieties. Just outside the Shrew Forest was the small port town of Julius, the place Kai called home. Kai Greenwood, a rogue sorcerer, separated from his party 5 years prior due to a quest gone wrong. He walked down the cobblestone path into town, and several people recognized him. Young and old, man and woman, child and adult. They all knew of his pain, for him and his party were the heroes of the town. He walked to the local tavern and inn called Kickley's. Kai walked inside and sat at the bar. He pulled out some gold pieces and paid for a drink and a meal. The barkeep looked at Kai and saw the blood that stained his robes and the ribbon of his sword. "Rough trip?" the bartender asked as he wiped down a glass. Kai simply nodded his head while he ate his food. He wasn't much of a talker, but he didn't mind a small chat. "It was bloody, but I got my bounty, as always," Kai responded in a soft tone. He never really liked talking to people since he lost his party. The barkeep looked at Kai and felt bad because he knew that the red-haired rogue was not going to leave the tavern for a while. Kai finished his food and stood up from his seat. On his way to the door, an orc bumped into him and snickered. "Watch where you're going, you cherry-haired idiot." The whole tavern went silent as Kai glared at the orc. He grabbed the man's giant sword and held it to his neck. "Say that again, and I have your head." The orc put his hands up in defense, and he chuckled at Kai's skills. "Geez, didn't think a so-called hero could be so cold." Kai glared at him and just dropped the sword and walked out of the tavern. The town of Julius was bustling with activity because of all the traders and migrants coming in and out of port. Kai looked out on the water and saw the many ships and boats leaving and coming in. He looked back at the old days and thought, maybe it's time to end this adventure and start a new one. And so begins the journey of Tales and Treaties.